today I want to talk to you about what to bring when you're coming to Ghana. Not on holiday, but moving here for good. Okay, now, when we were coming, we didn't have a clue what to bring. We were really confused because coming to Ghana on holiday and living here are two completely different things. Two completely different thought processes. On one hand, if you're coming on holiday, you're thinking about having fun and spending money. On the other hand, if you're coming to live, you're like, okay, look, I need stuff for my day-to-day life and living. Two different thought processes. Okay, now, so we didn't have a clue what we were doing. We basically shipped everything from our house in the UK. I'm talking beds, fridge, washing machine, shoe rack, children's toys, all the big, basically all big household items that you can think of, we shipped. We shipped our TV, everything that we had, because there was no point in getting rid of it and coming here and having to buy it again. It just didn't make sense. So we used a door-to-door shipping service, and so we wouldn't have to go to the port. It's just easy. Come pick up from my house, drop it to my house on the other end. Simple as that. So because we shipped stuff in advance before we came, most of the stuff stayed at my dad's house in a spare room, and it stayed there until we had eventually moved here and we were able to get our own place and unpack everything. There are a few things that we bought ourselves when we moved here to Ghana though, that we didn't ship. Things like we bought a sofa because our sofa from the UK it had died a death. It just we just put it outside basically. So we bought a sofa, we brought a cooker from here, and I can't remember what else. But anyway, the thing we didn't bring from the UK was our car, because it didn't make sense to bring it. We thought about it for a long time and we're like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. Because in the UK, we drive on the right-hand side. Everywhere else, including Ghana, drives on the left-hand side. So therefore, we would have had to get our car converted over. I know people have done this. And I've also heard horror stories. It works for a little bit, then it doesn't work. The whole car's gone kaput, and you literally have to throw it in the bin. We didn't want that because that's a waste of a whole heap of money. And also the stress that you would get at the airport, not the airport, what am I talking about? The port is just not, I mean, for us, it was like, we just didn't want that wahala, to be fair. So we basically bought a car when we got here. I know some people though that have shipped cars. Uh-oh. That's my son. Anyway, moving on swiftly, just ignore that. So basically, I know people that have shipped cars here and it's worked for them because they already have a left-hand car, left-hand drive car, and it's been fine and it's been brilliant. Oh, I've got a really tickly nose, guys. I don't know why. I always seem to have this. And it serves me most of the time when I'm on camera. Maybe I'm allergic to the camera, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not picking my nose, I'm just rubbing it. Like that. But anyhow, moving on swiftly. So, going to the port, if you ship a car here, just prepare to pay duty. What that duty is, I don't know. Because when we thought about bringing a car, we tried to find out what the duty would be, and I couldn't make head or tail of it, so I didn't know. So I thought, nah, it's all right. And also having to go to the port to pay people to do their jobs as well. I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to get into that. When we were moving here, my dad wasn't here at the time, so literally we would have mostly been on our own trying to do this stuff, and we didn't have a car, so it just would have been, wasn't worth it. Trying to find a car here is another thing, but I'll do another video on that another time because that is a whole video in itself. But anyway, so when we came to Ghana, after shipping the big stuff, it was now time for me to buy some of the little things that I thought perhaps we might need when we're here, because I didn't really know where we would go to shop because I'd never actually done shopping in Ghana before. So I just thought, okay, well, let's buy everything. So we basically did a massive shop. Some of the stuff that I bought was ridiculous. Stupid. I mean, please. I mean, this is embarrassing, but I'm gonna share my life with you. We actually brought toilet roll. Yes, toilet roll. As if they don't have toilet roll in Ghana. We brought toilet roll. But in my defense, we brought toilet roll because it was an impulse purchase. Let's put it that way. Oh, my nose. Sorry. sorry. It was an impulse purchase. We basically went to Costco, I think it was, and there was an offer, and we thought, oh, brilliant, that's a really good offer. We bought it loads. And then actually, in hindsight, it was like, what was the point of buying that? Because they have toilet roll in Ghana, and actually, the cost, any money that you might have saved of buying it on the deal, I would then have spent in getting it shipped here. So it was stupid, basically. It wasn't very smart. But anyhow, that was a waste of time. We also shipped stack loads of cereals for the children, just because I didn't know where I was going to get anything from. I'd never really been to the supermarket here before when I come on holiday. It was always a case of I was staying with someone and I would send someone to go and get me this, that and the other. So I didn't really kind of know what was here. I'd never looked at Ghana from that perspective properly before. So we shipped loads and loads of cereals, baby wipes, some nappies for my son. But I didn't buy that many nappies just because he was 1 at the time and I wanted to get him off nappies as quickly as possible. So I shipped a small amount of nappies and that was it. So I would advise, if you've got small children, bring a small supply of stuff that you think you might not be able to find here at first. Because when you move, you ain't going to be thinking about, oh, let me pop to the shops and go and do some shopping and then I'll come back and cook. You're just not going to think of that. You're going to be thinking, oh my gosh, let's unpack. Let's get a bed to lie on. You're going to be thinking about things like that. So you don't want that complication of the other stuff. So if you've got little things that your children are used to having, do that. It will help them transition a bit more easily as well. But you don't need to go overkill like us or like me, because my husband didn't do it. I did it. So I have to put my hand up and take full responsibility for that. I bought like deodorants, body creams. I don't like things that was like, I had to tap myself on the head, I think, and think, what are you doing? But anyhow, funny. But yes, so just be careful with what you bring in, because some of the stuff you'd be surprised you don't need. Some of the things you can easily find here, very easily. Some of the things you find that maybe you don't even need anymore. I mean, we brought cordial drinks even. Yes, I brought cordial drinks. I bought a whole load of stupid things. I mean, and they're all here, more or less. So yeah, we even bought cordial drinks. Like, it was ridiculous. We don't even drink cordial drinks anymore. So some of that just actually went off before we even got a chance to have it, just because some of the stuff I forgot that I even shipped. Some of it was just like, ugh, it doesn't actually taste nice. So you'll find that certain things will change. Makeup, you can buy makeup here. You might even find that you might not even need as much makeup, because the sun here, it's good for the skin, man. It's good for the skin. So you might find that you don't even want to wear a whole face of, I mean, I'm not really that into makeup, but you might find that you don't need as much makeup as you did back home. So just be careful what you're bringing, because you might find that it will go off even before you can even get a chance to use it, you know. But I would say definitely, if you have small children, bring things that they are comfortable with, just to make their transition easier. For yourself, anything that you think you might not immediately be able to get your hands on until you can find out where you can source it from, yes, bring those things, but you don't need to go overkill like some people. Just do that. Yes. What else can I say? I think that is more or less it. So just be careful what you're bringing, so you're not wasting a whole load of money like we did. And I think that is it. I'm sure I probably missed loads, because I've done this video very off the cuff, off the top of my head. You probably haven't noticed. But yeah, I've done it off the top of my head. So I'm literally sitting here just talking to you. I haven't prepared anything mentally before I turn the camera on, which is so wise. But anyhow, if I've missed anything, please comment below. I will do my best to answer your questions as much as possible. One thing I did miss is medications. Medications, if you're unsure, bring what you can, but there are loads of chemists everywhere. There's chemists. Most of the stuff you will find is here. Some of the stuff that is from abroad you will find is more expensive here, but they also have local equivalents. So the local stuff obviously is cheaper, but you can find things like, you can find children's Calpol, children's Calpol, you can find loads of other, I mean, everything. You can find a pregnancy test if you want. Not that I've been looking at pregnancy tests. But anyhow, moving on swiftly. Yes. No, I'm not pregnant, just in case you're wondering. But I do want more children. Twins next, but my husband will tell me off now if I start talking too much about that. But anyhow, I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. But yes, comment below, let me know exactly what, just comment below. And subscribe if you don't find me too crazy. But anyhow, guys, peace and love until next time. Thank you.